very good morning to all of you. Let me first of all thank the governing body members for inviting me here and also releasing this study material for the PG course. While in the previous function today, while after the inaugural of the new office block and the building of Janambhumi newspaper, I emphasized on the work ethics, the challenge of the fake news and the twisted news. I am sure with a prestigious institute like yours, will focus not only on the good study material but also towards the moral values and the work ethics. We have seen who studied from the prestigious institutes, but while in the practical day-to-day life, when they are part of the editorial board or reporting from the field or from the news room as an anchor or a face of any channel or a newspaper, those moral values are very, very important. Those ethos and the ethics of good work culture is very, very important. They are just not reporting. It is just not mere news. They have a lot of responsibility on their shoulders that whatever is going in their newspapers or on their TV channels or through their editorials should carry the right approach, right material, in the right form to every section of the society. Well, in one of the, as we say, India is the mother of democracy, the world's largest democracy. The role of media has also become very, very important. While after taking over the information broadcasting minister's role, I wanted to know how many newspapers, periodicals or those have been registered across the country. More than 1,25,000 are registered, but 95,000 are such newspapers and periodicals who are registered but have not filed their annual reports. Annual accounts are not submitted. That means, as per law, they should not function next year. They should lose their title also. We have given them notice also through the district magistrate, district commissioners and all that. Because the law is from the pre-independence era, 1867. I am trying to bring the new law rather than registering themselves at the district magistrate level, where the DM does not know what is the role of those periodicals who are registered for the last more than 100 years, whether they exist, they don't exist. Because pre-independence time, the Britishers wanted to control what is being printed and what is being circulated. In the post-independence era, where we have a lot of freedom of speech, do you think we still need to go with the existing system, with the 1867 law? I think we need a new law in a new India, where you should register digitally. Why should you go to the DM first, the lower officer, then come to Delhi, again come back to DM, and you will take about 6 months time just to register a newspaper or a periodical? We are going to make it very transparent system, very effective system, so that in limited time you can register your newspaper and can start working on the ground. But what about those who are registered for the last so many years, holding those titles but not functioning on ground? So we'll be taking action against them also. But the larger issue is, with the existing media and with the new digital media platforms, well, there is an opportunity for those who have the caliber and potential to attract more and more people on their platforms. So the digital platforms have given that kind of power to us. Thus, as an individual, if our content is right, we can see not thousands but millions people reaching out and reading those material and watching those news. Even young kids on the streets, whether any dance form, any act or anything, get them millions of followers. It happens over a period of time. That is the power of the content. And when we look at the OTT platforms today, it started with Netflix, it went on with the Amazon Prime, Z5, Boot and many others. Following the region, we have another OTT platform which have come. But do people stick to one? No, they don't. It is the content which attracts them to the other platforms. So here also, it will not only the students who have graduated from your institute, they will have good education for sure. I'm sure with the good, this course material you are providing, they will be further benefited. But what about the moral values, ethics, patriotism, nationalism? Where is those ethics and values which we need to fill in them to serve the country rather than serving themselves or their interest or their owner's interest? I would like to share one of the incident when I became the MP for the first time in the 14th Lok Sabha. I had a discussion with young students from one media institute, very prestigious institute. There are about 120 or 130 of them. It was me, one more MP, Jayan Sinha at that time. No, it was second time when I became the MP second time. Jayan Sinha from Rashtriya Lok Dal and Kalikesh Dev from Odisha BJD. Three different parties. So I asked the students, what do you want to do in life? They are in the media institute. They said, we want to become politician. I said, politician? Why? They said, power and paisa too. Power and paisa too. I said, then what next? Then the next group which raised hand was like, media. I said, why media? They said, sir, power. And with this power of media, we can do anything. We can control the system. And they're still studying and thinking in those terms what they can do with the media course. And the third came, they wanted to start an NGO. They said someone else money, but power will be with us and the paisa will be with us. I was surprised to listen to these comments. And I spoke to them. I said, I can't speak about the NGOs, I can't speak about the media, what kind of life they lead, and what kind of power they enjoy, and what kind of paisa they make out of it. I can talk about the politicians. As a politician, I know if I don't work at least 18 to 20 hours a day, I can't survive in today's world. And that is why I said, please spend 7 days with us. I can share my experience with you. We were supposed to spend 48 hours in Hyderabad, in Telangana, one of the constituencies. We have to spend 48 hours. The moment I landed in Hyderabad, I got a call that I have to fly back to Delhi and be with the presidential candidate Draupadi Murmu ji and take her to the Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, Punjab, Chandigarh, Jammu Kashmir and the Ladakh representative. 3 union territories and 3 states where I was supposed to introduce her and she was supposed to request them for their votes and support. I said I'll go in the field, I won't come back, I'll spend the entire day, I'll come back at night because the party has given me a responsibility. I spent the entire day in the field, flew back at night, reached at 1:30 or 2 o'clock at night. Next day again 7:30 we left for Himachal, Haryana and all that. Campaigned with her, got back at night. Next day morning again 7 o'clock took the flight to Hyderabad. Last night we got free at 12:30, 1 o'clock. Today we were at the airport, Sunil Ambedkar and me were together at the airport by 4:15 to catch the today morning flight. And today I'll reach at 1 o'clock at night in Delhi. Tomorrow my day starts at 8 o'clock in the morning. I said it looks easy from outside what kind of life politicians live. But you please spend 7 days with me, you'll understand whether you want to join politics, start an NGO or be in the media house. Then finally they said we'll be happy in the media because we have to sit in the AC rooms. I said no, that's not true. If you have to deliver, if you have to work with ethics, you have to be in the field, you have to understand the nerve. You have to understand this country. It's not easy to understand India. Mahatma Gandhi spent years and years in the trains by reaching out to various parts of the country. Then only he could draw that kind of attention from people and that kind of support from people. And I'm sure it is not the course book which is going to help them in their PG Diploma, but it is also the work ethics and the moral values which will earn and learn from this prestigious institute. And I'm sure when they go out of these four walls, they will not merely look at the big positions, they should look at big contribution towards the media ethics and the quality news rather than the twisted news or the fake news or the propaganda items. They should stick to the moral value and ethics, and I'm sure they're going to do that with both the professional courses and the academicians available to them here, and the VC Sahib is also here to give his innovative ideas and knowledge he is going to share. I didn't want you to take more time because I have more programs lined up from 1 o'clock onwards. I'm already running late for that. But let me thank you again for inviting me here. I wish all the students and the institute all the very best to do well, and I'm sure this institute and the study material, the course book will help them, further help them to do well in life. Once again, thank you and all the best wishes. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.